Alright, go, good luck. Best of 5, Mawkzy versus oKhaliD. Group A winners match. And both these guys have been in very impressive form in the lead up to this. I think Mawkzy continues to hold #1 in the world in ranked, and oKhaliD is something like 5th or 6th place. I forgot to look after the conclusion of the last match. But yeah, Mawkzy is the favorite going into this, and he will be the favorite in any match in this group. Although Luis just took him all the way to Game 5 on Rizzo's channel, so very impressive start there for Luis, the lowest seeded player in the group. After a impressive goal line stand, Mawkzy will, or after impressive goal line stand by oKhaliD, I should say, Mawkzy will open the scoring. Fake challenge, and a little pass to himself off the side wall, making it look easy. Yeah, one of the things to look out for with this game in particular, this match, is Mawkzy's wave dash recovery kickoff. This is something that oKhaliD might struggle to deal with. I don't know if oKhaliD likes to switch up his kickoff with the timing. So far in this tournament, all he's done is switch the direction he dodges. That's, you know, all he needed to do against apparently Jack. But the #1 thing to try and get Mawkzy out of this rhythm is to chuck a delayed kickoff in there at some point. Now, it's not because the standard kickoff can't deal with the wave dash recovery kickoff. It's just because overall, if somebody's using wave dash recoveries in their kickoff, they're going to have control. You're going to struggle to really put pressure on them. Even if you get the ball, they're probably going to have boost. So it's very difficult to put pressure on an opponent, especially one as good as Mawkzy, when he gets into full rhythm. That's a lovely approach by oKhaliD. Oh, look at the finish as well. Just a little touch one way, and then a hook shot to the other side. Just a classic oKhaliD bounce dribble, isn't it? Whether it's full volley or on the half volley with the bounce. He never really lost that ability to ping the ball top corner. Sorry, let me just update the title in case it was wrong. Oh, what a save. Mawkzy just pulled that one back from well inside his own net and slaps it into the back of oKhaliD's. Flip resets from oKhaliD are going to be a key component to his success in this match. He needs to get the offense rolling in the air. He needs to get the confidence rolling in the air. Mawkzy just dominates the ground game in pretty much any 1v1 he plays. oKhaliD inching closer there. Oh my goodness, he knew the ball was hitting off his crossbar, but I don't think he knew it was going to bounce straight down on his head there. That was almost an own goal for oKhaliD, but it bounced the right way. Mawkzy just controlling the ball in his back corner here. Nothing really oKhaliD can do about that. He had no momentum to play with, and now Mawkzy flicks it into the net for his 4th goal. He didn't need a lot of boost to make that happen either. Yeah, oKhaliD will need to do more. I think he had an opportunity to challenge there. He was able to get up close and personal, but did not feel comfortable with the challenge game. And here goes Mawkzy again. Another quick recovery after the kickoff, and another goal. He is completely unstoppable so far from the center circle. Still no changes of timing from oKhaliD. In fact, it's going to be Mawkzy who switches up fastest, and oKhaliD will take it to the back corner. So he tried to do this against Jack and failed. And he's going to try it against Mawkzy and also fail again. Well, this is not what oKhaliD had intended. He tried to chip that one past Mawkzy, and he just hit it straight into him. Mawkzy's just looked completely in control. It's really up to oKhaliD to get Mawkzy out of his comfort zone. It's easier said than done. So far, oKhaliD's only goal coming off the bounce dribble from the midfield. He's going to get a second one here. The nice catch in the back corner. Mawkzy's initial challenge was successful, but the boost seal was an overextension. Yeah, TRK was not available for this tournament either. TRK and Zen, the 2 highest profile players who could not play. Apart from that, I think it's the most stacked 1v1 tournament in history. In fact, it probably is still the most stacked 1v1 tournament in history. You got the likes of Mawkzy, Rawas, First Killer, Daniel, apparently Jack Hatto, oKhaliD. Naupo's in this one, Yan is in this one. Oh, that's a really nice pass from Mawkzy to himself. Off the inside of the post, he's faking left, faking right. And he did miss the boost grab. Well, that's going to be a goal for oKhaliD. Pre-flip secures it. And yeah, we've got Nas as well, of course. Yeah, no Jorias. Jorias wasn't available. Vatira wasn't available. TRK's not available. They're the 4 players. I did actually invite them and they weren't available. Yeah, ones is just so stacked right now. We've got Toxic and Chronic in here. I mean, everyone is just stacked top to bottom in this tournament. It's a very interesting chance as well because most of the players, everyone except Daniel, currently in Europe or the Middle East. So we're going to have European server matches for everyone except Daniel. Could be a 50-50 US East Europe if he plays against any European players. Oh yeah, Durali was also not available. I did ask him. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. The 5 high-profile ones players who couldn't play, and we've still got, I think, the most stacked 1v1 tournament in history. It's just because 1v1 has never been more stacked than it is now. All the top players active. Oh, what a goal. oKhaliD's back within 2 here. And that is a stunning shot that left Mawkzy merely a spectator as he watched it go into the bottom corner. Just effortless. Can oKhaliD close the gap? Still 2 goals to go. Now Mawkzy in control from the center circle again. oKhaliD's nearly botched that. He jumped the wrong way, but did manage to get the save. Mawkzy controls it into his own half of the field again. No rush from oKhaliD just yet. No reset for Mawkzy to play with. None needed as he backs up oKhaliD one more time and takes his boost away. But that's a decent 50. It's almost gone straight in. Well, oKhaliD had to do something. And he nearly got a goal off it. Still has a chance. oKhaliD on the bounce dribble. Mawkzy with a fake challenge. Not a successful one. But oh my goodness, nor to save. I was going to say he didn't need it to be because oKhaliD's shot was not the best. Mawkzy has officially beamed it. That was just an easy save. He tried to control it in the back corner and he just stuck it in the top corner of his own net. Well, oKhaliD was down by 5. Now he's down by 1 with 8 seconds to go. Delayed kickoff, spotted a mile away. Mawkzy's not going to fall for that. And he's back in the lead by 2. You guys all talking about Falcon's manager Twitter. Falcon's manager Twitter. Let's take a look and see what you guys are on about. Hold on. Oh wow. Okay, so Falcons have just announced. Here we go. Naupo RL is a Falcon. And then they've also done I think a face reveal for Naupo, which is pretty exciting. Well, well, well. That's pretty big news. Hold on, let me pull the tweet up for you guys. I think I can show it using this scene. There we go. This is the Falcon's Twitter account. It's cropped at the top of the screen a little bit, but yeah, there you go. Welcome, Naupo. That's kind of crazy. Sorry, bit distracted there, but anyway, thought you guys might be interested to know that news. Just in time for G8 as well. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, Gamers 8 is a 3-player tournament. You're not allowed to have 4 players. That means that someone from Falcons will be sitting out from Gamers 8, I assume. Oh, I forgot to change the scene. Hold on. Thanks for the reminder. Just in time for a Mawkzy top left flick, so really you guys didn't miss anything. You probably could have imagined that happening even if I changed the screen too late. Just Mawkzy doing what Mawkzy does. Flicking the ball top left. Didn't even need to be the fastest Mawkzy flick, did it? Just a standard flick for Mawkzy. Standard for pretty much anyone, but I mean, when his own standard is higher than everyone else's, except a handful of players. He can afford to drop off in quality and still get goals. Abyss Walkera, thanks for gifting us up to Epic Toasty. How you doing, Epic Toasty? It's good to see you in the Dorf, albeit briefly. Oh, nice turn by Khalid. Mawkzy thought that he could sneak a challenge in. He could not. Azam announced roster for Gamers 8, did he? Hold on, let me pull that up. Because obviously, that's something everybody's going to be asking. Yeah, Azam, the Falcons manager, just announced roster for Gamers 8. Ahmad, TRK, Naipo. No Khalid in the Gamers 8 roster for Falcons. I wonder if that means someone's going to grab him, because he's clearly in immense 1v1 form. And I think his Worlds form is also fantastic for threes. Oh, that's a rip and a half. 3-1. Khalid says go pick that one out of your net. Just a low bounce dribble and the full volley. A Khalid classic. I mean, everyone is wondering, would that just mean, you know, whoever Naipo joins would just cause a roster shuffle in the Middle East? Great challenge by Khalid. Mawkzy did not see it coming. If you want to know why this works, we have to look at Mawkzy's POV, because, I mean, he knew Khalid was on his way, but in the moment that he thought a fake challenge was coming towards him, Khalid just lunged in with the final move. Does that mean, by the way, so I don't know if the, what do you call it, the Justin Garrett G duo, is it technically still alive? Because they haven't officially made any roster moves? Are they still officially teammates? I think they are, right? I guess that'll mean that Garrett G Justin will remain the longest duo in Rocket League history, unless of course Khalid and Ahmad play again. But yeah, right now I think Justin Garrett is officially the longest duo, and then Ahmad Khalid is officially the second longest duo, but that's only going by organizations, because Ahmad and Khalid's duo started when they got picked up by an org called Oshtek Warriors in the Middle East. But before that, they were actually already teammates in various tournaments for quite a long time. So unofficially, Khalid and Ahmad are the longest standing duo in Rocket League history. But this will be the first time that they have played a tournament without the other, or at least a big tournament, in a while. There might have been a tournament at some point. There definitely have been matches here and there where they've not been playing together, either for family reasons or education, exams, unavailability. Yeah, this will be the first time that I think they're just choosing not to play with each other. It's insane. Yeah, everybody was wondering, would this start the roster mania in Middle East? You know, will Naipo's replacement end up joining another top team, and then, or rather the player Naipo replaces join another top team? You know, a lot of people are saying Khalid to Rule 1. I'm sure that's something they're considering. But that would be a very interesting team, wouldn't it? Imagine the Twins and Khalid. I'd love to see them play against the new Falcons roster. My word. The rivalry, the excitement that would generate. Consistent challenges continue to work out in Game 2 for Khalid. Small boost pathing keeps Mawkzy at bay as well. Mawkzy fake wall shot into a catch, and another top left corner flick. It's just too easy for him, isn't it? Creates a little bit of space with a fake wall shot, and then the rest is history. He didn't even need much of an angle in the dribble there. He just pings it top bins. One Pocket Kid, thanks to 7-month Prime, and Crespart, thanks for the 7-month tier 1. He says, thanks to InCivic for my gift sub. But you just subbed. Unless, what, did you get gifted a sub and extend it? I'm so confused by that message. 5-all, Mawkzy's back. Khalid thought the demo was coming towards him. Mawkzy was just playing ball. There's just an aura of inevitability about Mawkzy at the moment. khalid's played well, but Mawkzy has been too good. khalid does get another run past him, but not in time. Mawkzy with the recovery of the demo takes away what would have been the leading goal. A boost seal at the other end leaves khalid in a bit of a pickle. And that has just gotten even worse for him as Mawkzy advances down the center of the field. khalid backs off to grab the boost, and Mawkzy guides the ball in over his head with a simple double jump pop and the threat of a bump. As Merrick, thanks for the 14-month tier 1. Welcome back to the channel. Crespar, any leaks, by the way? Any any leaks about khalid's whereabouts? If Falcons are playing Gamers 8 without him, surely somebody's going to pick him up. One of the best ones players in the world, one of the recently top 8 finishers at the World Championship in threes. Surely, if not real one, someone's got their eyes on him. And as you guys will know, if you watched the interview that I had the other day with Falcons on my channel, it was on Rizzo's Twitch channel, but it's on my YouTube channel as well. khalid speaks perfect English, so he could go pretty much anywhere. There's a massive goal swing in favor of Mawkzy. He just came to life in the middle of this game. The confidence at which he plays, it's very, very hard for most players to handle. Mawkzy has won game 1, in control of it for the majority, and now he's winning game 2 with a comeback. This will advance him into not quite the top 4, but the top 8 of the competition. That's a pretty good mind game at the end there by khalid, but still no goal. It's just bounced harmlessly on the goal line. How's Rizzo's game going, by the way? He's got Jack versus Luis at the moment. I'm expecting Jack to be able to win that one. Rematch is forecasted. Oh, never mind. Luis is winning. Well, Jack is not having a good day at the office right now. Already lost in the upper semi-final to khalid, and now in the lower semi-final, losing to Luis. Will we have any more drama in the upper final, or will it just be Mawkzy rolling right through? Luis forced him into game 5. khalid has not really had much for him for most of today. That's a nice 50-50 though to start things off. Oh, Crespar replied. Did he leak something? I missed it. Can somebody copy-paste Crespar's response? I missed it. I asked him to leak something that I just totally blanked his reply. Frozen Waffles, thanks to the 18-month Prime. He says, khalid, Senzo reunion, please. That would be pretty exciting. Fat Duran, thanks to the 5-month Tier 1. Johnny Boy Fanboy, thanks to the 7-month Prime. Oh, shout out to the guy that I met in Glasgow today. Didn't get his name, but this guy just not ran up. He walked up to me at a normal pace. He walked up to me and asked him, my Johnny Boy, and said, first thing he wanted to know is when's the next Chalkcast? Yeah, shout out to that guy. And shout out to Chalkcast for sponsoring this tournament. That's right, I just said shout out to me, Rizzo and CJ, for sponsoring this tournament. Mainly, not even us. Thanks to all of our supporters, our listeners, and our patrons for being so supportive and allowing us to run this tournament in the first place. The flicks are just a little bit too strong, aren't they? Mawkzy just deletes the ball again. khalid will need to pre-jump if he's going to save any of those. Crespar said khalid is retiring. I mean, he looks to be thoroughly unretired right now. He's currently playing. I don't know about retiring. Why are you guys all like pasting fake Crespar messages? Crespar is the coach of Rule 1, by the way, for any of the confused viewers in chat. Oh, what a save! Khalid reacting to a very, very late move by Mawkzy there. I know he's looking to make one of his own, but the shot is lackluster. Mawkzy passes to himself off the inside of the post. Khalid will dive in and dispossess him. I think he just unintentionally missed that to pass to himself off the back wall. Great placement by Khalid there, convincing enough to make Mawkzy think it could be in before Mawkzy knew it was already in the back of his net. Yeah, that was definitely an intentional miss there by Khalid. He just hit the post so that he could follow up with a undefendable shot. It's not been about the slow starts for Khalid, it's about finishing strong. That's been the issue for him. Mawkzy has just had the comebacks every single time. Smithlar, thanks to the 71-month tier 1. Welcome back to the channel. Squishy's their top target is a good one, well done. Oh, this is just tricky for Khalid, isn't it? He's tried to challenge early here because he doesn't want to sit on the goal line and watch the ball go top bins. And Mawkzy's even ready for that one. I mean, he flicked that as soon as Khalid turned. Just on a different level right now. The Frenchman, the only Frenchman in this tournament, by the way. Trying to do his nation proud. Khalid with a bit of a follow-through bump and a high shot that forces Mawkzy back. Turn and flick that will do the same again. Now, is this going to be a mind game? It is! Mawkzy pre-jumps and completely misses as Khalid finds a way through. French players just aren't that great in 1v1 CBH. Are you out of your mind? France have one of the strongest 1v1 nations, both historically and currently. Right now you've got Vatira, Zen, Mawkzy is one of the strongest trios in the world. I mean, the only countries who can match up to a trio that strong are Saudi Arabia and... Actually, that's pretty much it, isn't it? Just Saudi Arabia. So I think Saudi Arabia and France have got the two strongest trios. And then you'd probably have to put England and the US, Brazil, the next tier down. Maybe the US. I don't think the US is as strong. I mean, US has Daniel, who's almost at Rawas Zen level. Then you've got First Killer and probably Chronic right now. But I'd put Mawkzy and Naupo above the number 2 for USA, and I'd probably put TRK and Atira above USA's number 3. We're just talking about 1v1, of course, right now, not 3v3. But yeah, USA is definitely very strong. I put them at number 3, probably, for the world of 1v1, if you're talking nations. Number 1 is probably... It's France or Saudi. It's hard to pick one. Either France or Saudi Arabia, and then number 2 would be... Or number 3 would probably be the US, and number 4 would probably be England. Or Brazil. England, Brazil. They're the next 2 in line. Yeah, Netherlands is a decent shout. They've got, Jory is very strong. But yeah, then there's a bit of a fall off. I mean, if you can just combine the Benelux countries, that's a much stronger shout. You've got Atto, Jory's. And then, yeah, I don't know who number 3 would be. Nice slow roll there by Mawkzy. Now, I tuned into RizaStream for the end of the Mawkzy Luis series, and he was talking about this. Saying that, you know, for him, the thought of slow rolling doesn't make sense because he's already assuming he's going to throw the lead. So it's in fact him who needs there to be more time left on the clock. But I can guarantee you Mawkzy's not thinking about throwing. He's not thinking about losing this lead. So that second wasted could end up being one that Khalid needs a whole lot more than Mawkzy. I think even more than that, though, it's just a mind game. It's just a flex in your opponent just to show them I don't even need to score this quickly. I could just wait. I've outplayed you by such a degree that I could slow roll you and still score. Oh dear, Khalid's just got that one all wrong. He had completely free touch on the ball there, but he played it straight into Mawkzy while attempting to get the counter-attack started. Ahmad tweet. Yeah, usually I'd wait till after series like this to bring up stuff like this, but I feel like for news as big as this, we just have to read stuff like that out loud. Khalid's missed an open net. Mawkzy completely left that one. I don't think he left it because he knew it was out. And that might be game over. Mawkzy's lead is too significant. khalid will await the winner of Jacques Louis in the lower final. Unless he can get a move on here. Still trying. He's still trying to get something going. It's just not meant to be. The crossbar denies him. And Mawkzy's denied him too many times already in this game. Okay, Ahmad tweeted, after 5 years of being a teammate with khalid, it's time for new challenges for both of us. He is to me more than a teammate. He's a brother and I wish him all the best. It's a really cool tweet to see. Give that one a repost. Yeah, what a crazy thing to see. 5 years. It's a whole lot of time in Rocket League time. I mean, are Rocket League years even longer than dog years? They might be. Anyway, back to the present. Mawkzy advances. GG's. He will go right down to here in the hybrid bracket playoffs.